Dear students, in the previous video we have learned whenever you perform a practical, we have to repeat the practical for several number of times to reduce the error. Now, suppose you are performing an experiment. In that experiment, you have to take like three values. For example, I want to find the distance or displacement by using an equation s equal to ut plus half at square. Now if you see, I have to measure speed, I have to measure time, and I have to measure acceleration. So three values are involved. So whenever you are able to measure three values, each value will have some error. Now when these values are substituted in the formula, now how these errors are going to combine. So this is our topic for today. Combination of errors. In an experiment involving several measurements, the error in all the measurements get combined. Example, density is the ratio of mass to the volume of the substance. If there are error in the measurement of mass, end of the sizes or a dimension, then there will be error in the density of the substance. As we have four basic operations, generally a formula involves either addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So how these errors are going to combine whenever you use a formula having these operations. So let's start the first one, error of a sum. Suppose two physical quantities A and B have measured values A plus or minus delta A, B plus or minus delta B respectively. I have already mentioned in my previous videos that whenever you measure a particular value, always the measured value lies between A plus or minus delta A. Suppose you have x. Now the x value will have lower limit as x minus delta x and upper limit as x plus delta x. So the value lies between these two. Now here delta A and delta B are absolute errors. Let's suppose that I want to add A and B and the sum is equal to Z. So Z equal to A plus B. What is the value of Z? The value of Z lies between Z plus or minus delta Z, which is equal to the value of A is A plus or minus delta A plus B plus or minus delta B, which is equal to, if you rearrange, A plus B plus or minus delta A plus delta B. Now if you're going to compare them, A plus B is nothing but Z alone. So plus or minus delta A plus delta B. Now Z gets cancelled. You're going to have plus or minus delta Z is equal to plus or minus delta A plus delta B. Or simply we can say delta Z is equal to delta A plus delta B. So when two quantities are added, the absolute error in the final result is the sum of the individual errors. Remember this. Error of a difference. Difference means subtraction. Again I am taking the same values A and B, whose values are A plus or minus delta A, B plus or minus delta B. Now let Z equal to A minus B. Now Z is nothing but the value lies in Z plus or minus delta, which is equal to A plus or minus delta A minus B plus or minus delta B, which is equal to A minus B plus or minus delta A minus or plus delta B. Because when you multiply with the minus, what happens? Minus into plus means minus, minus into minus means plus. So minus plus will come. Now again, A minus B is nothing but Z plus or minus delta A plus delta B. Because either plus or minus or plus, both are same. Again Z get cancelled. You're going to have the expression as plus or minus delta Z is equal to plus or minus delta A plus delta B. Or simply we can say delta Z is equal to delta A plus delta B. So when two quantities are subtracted, the absolute error in the final result is the sum of the individual errors, just like addition. So what is the rule from these two? When two quantities are added or subtracted, the absolute error in the final result is the sum of the absolute error in the individual quantities. Now, third one, error of a product. Suppose two physical quantities A and B have measured values A plus or minus delta A b plus r minus delta b respectively, where delta and delta b are their absolute error. Now let z is equal to a into b. Now I am going to multiply them. So whenever you multiply, what happens to the error of a product? So the value of z is nothing but z plus r minus delta z, and a is a plus r minus delta a into b plus r minus delta b. Now directly multiply individually. So you're going to have a into b, that is ab, plus r minus a into delta b plus r minus b into delta a plus r minus delta a into delta b. Now divide LHS by z and RHS by AB. We have, because z is nothing but AB, so when you divide with z, z can be substituted as AB. So on the right hand side, we are going to divide with AB. Now you are going to have the expression as 1 plus r minus delta z by z equal to 1 plus r minus delta b by b plus r minus delta a by a plus r minus delta a into delta b by AB. Now here, delta a into delta b is very small. Now if you divide with respect to AB, the value becomes very small. So it can be neglected. So plus r minus delta z by z is equal to plus r minus delta b by b plus r minus delta a by a. Now delta z by z is nothing but delta a by a plus delta b by b. I hope you already know that delta a by a is nothing but relative error, because absolute error to the true value, which is nothing but relative error. So when two quantities are multiplied, the relative error in the final result is the sum of the relative errors of the individual quantities. Fourth one, error of a quotient. Suppose two physical quantities A and B have measured values A plus R minus delta A, B plus R minus delta B respectively, where delta A and delta B are their absolute errors. Let z equal to A divided by B. Now substitute the measured values. Now if you are going to take B as common in the denominator, so the expression changes as 1 plus R minus delta B by B. Now I am going to take the reciprocal of that. Reciprocal means inverse. 1 by x is nothing but what? X to the power minus 1. So z plus r minus delta z equal to a plus r minus delta a by b. In the expression 1 plus r minus delta b by b is written in the numerator by taking the power minus 1. So z plus r minus delta z equal to a by b plus r minus delta a by b. Now here if you see the second term 1 plus r minus delta b by b, I am going to use binomial expansion. I hope you have learnt about binomial expansion. Now here binomial expansion is written only for one term. So 1, now what is the power here? Minus 1. Keep it in the front. So what happens to the power? Minus or plus into delta b by b. The remaining terms will be neglected. Now if you are going to multiply those values, this is how you are going to get the expression. So z plus r minus delta z is equal to a by b plus r minus a by b into delta b by b plus r minus delta a by b plus r minus delta a by b into delta b by b. Now dividing LHS by z and RHS by a by b, because z is nothing but a by b. And simplifying, we have delta z by z is equal to plus r minus delta b by b plus r minus delta a by a. Simply we can write this as delta z by z equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b. Here the term delta a into delta b by b square is negligible, because already we know that delta a and delta b are very small. When you divide them with respect to b square, it will be very small. So when two quantities are divided, the relative error in the final result is the sum of the relative errors of the individual quantities, just like product. Now fifth one, error of an exponent. Suppose a physical quantity A has measured value A plus or minus delta A, where delta A is its absolute error. Now let Z is equal to A to the power P, where P is constant. Now how can we write a power p? A into a into a into a and so on a. For how many times you have to write p times? If you have the power as n, how many times you have to write n times? Now substitute the measured value, that is z plus r minus delta z is equal to, now here you can see in place of a plus r minus delta a is written. Now if you see, all a plus r minus delta a are multiplied. For how many times? P times we are going to multiply. Now in product rule we have learned that whenever errors are multiplied in a product, what happens? We are going to get the relative error. Suppose z equal to a into b was there. So what is the final error we are going to get? Relative error you are going to get. So here also delta z by z is equal to, now the relative error of a we have to consider, which is delta a by a plus delta a by a plus, how many times you have to write? P times we have to write. Or delta z by z is equal to p into delta a by a. Suppose you have x plus x, how will you write? 2 into x. In the same way, p into delta a by a. Note, if p is negative, modulus of p is taken because errors due to multiply quantities get added. Remember this. So what is the rule here? The relative error in a physical quantity raised to the power p is the p times the relative error in the individual quantity.